What's up everybody, Colin here with Techout, and today I'm going to be doing a video called Using Apple's Cheapest Tech. As you guys know, I picked these two devices up last month. This is just the base model iPad A16, nothing special, literally just the um, silver regular, 256 gig storage, no Apple Pencil, no case, no nothing. Just the plain iPad in the lowest storage configuration they offer, as well as the MacBook Neo. Again, this is the $599 base model, and it is in the, again, 256 gig non-touch ID variant. Been using this for about a month now, and I absolutely love it. Does everything that I need it to do. I love this indigo color. What I do is obviously I have these two devices. These are just the base models for everything. I do have an iPhone 17 Pro Max, and I really don't need a Pro Max, but the main reason I use the Pro Max is I like the larger screen size. But everything else I'm using right now, aside from my editing computer, which is the Mac Studio M4, is going to be just the base model like this. This computer works great for my day-to-day task and everything that I need to do, like just web browsing, kind of checking email, that kind of stuff. It performs that kind of stuff excellent. I think it's one of the best values you can get right now in a laptop, especially the fact that it runs macOS and all that kind of stuff. You can't beat that. And then for my iPad, I've been this is just kind of like my YouTube tablet. That's really all I do with it. I do have a couple of games and stuff on it that I'll play every once in a while. And most of those came over from my iPad Air when I had that. But I was an iPad Pro user for the longest time. I think I had the iPad Pro when it first came out, like the first gen with the home button and everything. And then I got the the one that looks like it currently does, that current generation design and everything. And then I was like, I really don't need to pay all this money for these iPad Pros, every time they come out. So I got the 13-inch iPad Air because they released that in a 13-inch version, a little later down the line. So I sold my Pro and I got the 13-inch Air. And again, those switched to the M series chip. I had the M3 iPad Air. And I was like, man, all I do on this thing is watch YouTube. Like, I mean, if you look at the battery usage on my iPad Air when I had it, it was literally some days the only app that was used for like 74% of the battery would be YouTube. I was like, I don't need to spend $800 on a device just to watch YouTube. I mean, I can do that just fine on this one right here. It works just fine. Obviously, it's not an OLED display or anything like that. It's not 120 hertz like the Pro. It's not a laminated display like the Air, but it gets the job done. And it's still a very nice display for, like I said, just watching YouTube and doing basic tasks. I mean, sometimes I'll like reply to iMessage on here, or sometimes I'll browse the web. But when I'm browsing the web or doing anything like that, I do prefer using the MacBook Neo just for the trackpad and keyboard and full desktop, operating system experience. I prefer doing that over using like the Chrome app or Safari app on the iPad. So that's why I went from using an iPad Air or an iPad Pro to using two separate devices. I think each one of these still have their own kind of use case and their own purpose. So I think instead of having one or two expensive devices, I have the cheaper of the two or three for doing different tasks, rather than having like a MacBook Pro and an iPad Pro or a MacBook Air and an iPad Air. I don't need all that. If I need to do something intensive, I've got my Mac Studio, which is what I edit my videos on. I mean, even the Mac Neo is capable of doing some light video editing. I could probably do what I had to do on the MacBook Neo, but I keep all that to my Mac Studio. So I just wanted to make this video. If you're kind of thinking about these devices, whether you should get something like this or not, I would say they're great devices as long as you're not, if you're going to be doing photo work, video work, that kind of stuff, get a MacBook Air, get a MacBook Pro. But if you're just consuming some content or maybe going to a class or something like that and need to take some notes, you can still pair this with the Apple Pencil. You can still pair this with a keyboard case, or you can get something like the MacBook Neo, and you can have the full macOS experience for $600, or I mean, if you're a student, for $500. So you can't beat that. Again, I've had both of these for about a month now, and I think that was the right call to kind of separate this out and get something cheaper rather than use the MacBook Air and MacBook Pro or the iPad Pro or something like that. Save a little bit of money. I got this on sale at Best Buy for $299. I mean, you can't beat that. Still runs iPad OS 26 just fine. I've got the beta on there and have not had any issues with it whatsoever. So if you guys are thinking about any of that, let me know in the comments section below if you have any questions or anything. And I'll definitely help you out if I can. And if you're not already subscribed to the channel, don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe. And as always, have a great day.